Welcome everyone, it is Dylan from Class 1A bringing you another My Hero Academia Vigilantes chapter breakdown. This week we got chapter 105, Pest. We open up the chapter with All Might in a small form enjoying dinner when reports of disturbance in Naruhata come on the news. Heroes from Tokyo are being dispatched. Before he has too much time to think about it though, he is called to dispatch up north to take care of a Namahage problem. So Namahage are basically like these demon-like creatures that snatch up bad children. It's part of Japanese folklore. I'm not sure what they are doing in this universe right now. I assume it's probably just a villain with a mask on, kind of like causing a bunch of ruckus up north. But I thought it was really funny. I really like the cultural references he has here. Now, what I really think this underscores is that All Might's not coming. Now, they're using this a little bit like a gag and to lighten up the story a little bit, but All Might's not coming. He's not going to save the day. It's really Koichi out here. Then we are back to Koichi versus number 6. When we last left them, number 6 gave what we assumed to be a final explosion punch to our hero. So impactful, it blew up his own hand, but with the regeneration quirk, he was able to reform it in almost no time. But Koichi continues to showcase his ingenuity. He used his slide and glide ability to dispense the explosion and propel himself backwards, using it kind of like a way to shield and reduce the impact from these blows. So I absolutely love the way that they're using Koichi's quirk. So normally I kind of worry about that they're going to pull out something crazy from left field, like out of their back pocket that doesn't make any sense at all. But the way that they're using his quirk totally makes sense, and Koichi thinks on his feet really quickly. So I don't know, I love the way that they use the quirk here, and it makes so much sense, and it's just another way to level up Koichi. 6's 2 o'clock side tells him that he might want to back out of this fight. The crawler is just too fast for him to land hits on. But number 6 has had enough. He starts to lose his cool, calling Koichi a pest and pursuing him further. And this is exactly what Koichi needs to be doing if he's going to win this fight. Number 6 is weakest whenever he's having this internal conflict. Whenever he's calm, cool, and collected is when he basically slows down time and is totally busted and broken. But without that, against someone who's as speedy as Koichi, things are a little bit more toe-to-toe and even here. Then we have Koichi acknowledging that his goal here is really just to take 6's attention, and just to buy time for everyone. He really is a hero, someone that starts moving before he can even think. Then we end our chapter with All Might returning from his fight with the Namahage, only to be taken away for another small problem. Like I said, I absolutely love this gag. I think it's really funny to introduce a bunch of Japanese folklore, as a running joke for All Might to be distracted constantly. I definitely really love it, but I'm a little bit curious on what the last one really is. And Awa Adori dance, from what I've seen, it was just a festival dance. I didn't really see anything too nefarious about it. Maybe some references to Day of the Dead. There might be something there, but I'm totally lost here. It completely went past me. So if you know out there, definitely let me know in the comments down below what this really is. At this point, I'm not too worried about Koichi standing toe to toe with number 6. He's in his head and he has the speed to back it up. He just can't really be on the offensive here. It's mostly defense and he's just buying time. So what I think really needs to happen is those heroes from Tokyo need to be here for backup for Koichi, because otherwise he's not going to be able to deal the offensive damage he really needs to. And something I've been thinking about a lot recently, especially with this last chapter, is what if this is it for Koichi? What if his work as a hero is just to preoccupy number 6 long enough for the heroes to get here and to save the day, and maybe he doesn't make it out on the other side? What if this is it for him? What if this is the reason why we don't see him in the main series? Now, I think Koichi can totally pull this out. I think that he's really strong and has a lot of adaptability with his quirk, but it's just something to think about. Leave yourself open to all the possibilities that might happen here, because at this point, anything and everything can happen. The real key here for Koichi to come out on top at the end of the day is going to be getting in number 6's head even more. His emotions are really what drive him, and it is going to be his downfall one way or the other. I think what he really needs to do here is to, kind of curb number 6's busted ability by just staying in his head. And as long as he has that and he's able to make some moves around that, he could really win the day in the end. But we're just going to have to see what happens next in the next chapter 106 that's going to drop on July 23rd. But until then, thank you all, and I'll see you all next class.